This is a photograph of my parents when they got married in Cuba. Tila Garcia and Ari Sr.
Okay.
Here's a photo of me in Camagüey as a little boy. And next to it is a photo of my mom Tila holding me as a baby in Camagüey, Cuba. This is myself in the military school. I was going about Greenbrier Military School in Lewisburg, West Virginia. And that's a rare photo still from my Senn High School prom day at night. And the girl, her name is Dorothy Abbott. She was a good friend of mine through the last years of high school in Chicago. Let's see if I find something that would be worthwhile. So this was a picture of my mother. It was always very fun because I rather acted rather picaresque, and she was smiling with me.
Is that your mother?
My mom, yeah, in Cuba, in Camagüey. All these photos my grandmother Maria had to smuggle when she came inside of a suitcase because Fidel Castro did not allow any photos of anything from when you left the country. So my grandmother opened a suitcase and put photographs, and she brought them to Chicago. We were lucky that she could take out even some photos because most of them, everything had to stay back in Cuba. I don't have the lights on here.
No, it's okay. Can you show me, were these the photos that she...
What?
Were these the photos that she was able to smuggle out?
These are photos that my grandmother Maria from my mother's side was able to take out. Otherwise, we would have nothing from the past alive. And of course, in those days there were no videos in Cuba, but many photos were taken. So that's here's let me show you photographs which are important. I think you took already a photo of my parents taken in 1985 in the Bay Area. That was a photo taken of them. Then on this side here, here's a photo of my parents, myself, and my partner Paul Reiner. And this was my high school photograph. My mother always loved having, so I kept it here. And a photo of my mother taken on the Harvard Street in Potrero Hill. And a photo of my father, my mother, and myself taken in San Francisco, in the Bay Area in 1985. These are some of the not awards, degrees my mother obtained through the years. We brought from, this is a Xerox copy from Cuba. And that's from Loyola University. And here's an award she won, and an award my father won when they were working in Skokie, Illinois. This is a photograph of my grandmother when she was old, and my aunt Consuelo when they were living in Chicago, when they just came from Cuba. My mother brought them to this country. And this is the last photo taken of my mother and I a few months before she passed away here in Las Vegas, when she passed away in 2008. So now we got photographs covered. As far this, I think we took a photo. This was a photo of her taken with me in the early 1990s in Phoenix, Arizona. And on this side is a photograph of her taken on the street de Haro in Potrero Hill, the first time she came from Chicago, and she was photographed with me in Potrero Hill. That's it, as far as photographs are concerned. This room.